Hey guys, welcome to the Level 5 Fitness YouTube channel. I'm Kai. I'm here to talk about some things with you guys today. And what we're talking about today is working long car rides, sitting for long periods of time or standing for long periods of time, and what you do to make sure that your body works with you. So I get this question all the time. In our society nowadays, everybody has to sit for long periods of time. You have to stand for long periods of time. You're going to take a drive here and there. What do I do? How do I make sure that my body is going to work with me once I'm done? Well, I would say the first thing, especially if it's working, is don't just stay there. If you have a standing desk, don't just stand there. It's about movement. It's not just about standing while you're working. So if you have a standing desk, maybe stand, work there, move around every 20 to 30 minutes, and then go to a sitting desk afterwards and sit there and be there for a little bit of time. Remember that your body is designed to create homeostasis in whatever patterns that you stay in. Well, you're a land shark, which means that you have to move. And that means that sitting for more than an hour or two at any given position is going to make things tight. The other thing that I talk about in terms of making sure that your body stays in alignment or breaking up the monotony of standing is you can squeeze your butt. Now, it sounds really silly, but it works. If you stand with the outsides of your feet straight and just squeeze your tushy on and off, you'll notice that it changes how your feet hold balance. And though you may not be able to register the entire what's called kinetic chain, you can check out the video link here for kinetic chains and what that means, so that you're not in the dark. But basically that means how your body moves in a direction, even if it's static. So standing on the ground, then you're going to have a lot of what's called vertical load, and squeezing your butt on and off will tell your pelvis to stay balanced, and ultimately it'll keep your body stacked properly right on top of that. And it's one of the things that we talk about people doing if you have to stand for long periods of time. Like let's say you're at a rock concert or jazz concert or whatever music you might listen to. You're standing there squeezing your butt, nobody really notices, but it also keeps your body from going into any sort of pain symptoms. I did this with one of my clients, and he was like, I just went to this concert, and if I would have had this tool, I would have been able to stay there for forever with my girlfriend. Instead, he had to go and sit and take a break from the concert. So this could potentially save you. Also, it could save you working. So if you're at a standing desk and you realize, I thought a standing desk was good for me, but you still have pain, it might not be the idea that the standing desk isn't working. Your body needs to continually change position. So standing and squeezing your butt takes your back pain away because it changes the position of your pelvis, and now you'll buy longer periods of time for working. Now, that doesn't mean you have to stay there, but it does mean that you will be more comfortable for longer periods of time. And if you put this into a workout regimen and fix the position over time totally, that won't be a problem as you move forward through maturity. So recognize your body's telling you something, and you definitely need to do something for a long-term fix, but a short-term fix could be simply squeezing your butt. In terms of sitting, if you sit and roll your hips forward, lean back so your shoulders stacked right on top, and just tap your foot up and down, you'll notice that you feel a lot of work in your hip and your quad. Again, you can use the example or the idea that if you're standing on the ground and one leg is bearing more load than the other, it's actually working harder. Now that hip is going to hurt, and you're going to think, well, I need to stretch it, but in reality, the other side needs to help it do some work. So this exercise, sitting and just tapping one foot and then going to the other while you're sitting and using the primary hip flexor and quad, it will help take some pressure off of the back, because if you guys know anything about that psoas muscle, it's going to cross the pelvis from the femur and go to the back, and so that's really going to help to lengthen it or put it into a neutral position of function so that you're not getting pain symptoms there. With these two exercises, essentially you could sit for an hour, stand for an hour, sit for an hour, stand for an hour, do these exercises every 20 to 30 minutes. And that 8-hour day is broken up by a lot of corrective exercise, which is going to help put you in a neutral position. More comfort. It would also keep your head in a more neutral position. And if we're talking about some of the bigger ideas, if you check out our 5 pillars video, you'll notice that proper nutrients or proper nutrition is important. Well, this will also help you use those proper nutrients in terms of brain function, because your body is going to be set in a much better position of function, essentially allowing proper oxygen and venous return to your head and to the rest of your body. So as much as it's just using the body, it does have other applications as a whole. So if you want to be smarter, try doing these exercises while you're working for a little bit. It will definitely help you out. If you have questions, feel free to leave them below or shoot us an email at level5fitness.com. Make sure to check out our Instagram. If this made sense to you, go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button. Check out those other videos that we've linked here for you. Remember, your body is amazing. I'm here from Level 5 Fitness. My name is Kai. I'm here for you, so reach out if you need anything. Until next time.